Hey everybody, yes, I'm back. Oh, it's been a minute. So I think I made my last video in like 2013. So yeah, it's about time I just came on and gave you guys an update. So as you can tell from the title of this video, this is just like where have I been? This is life update. This is a career update. And I really wanted to talk about things that I've never talked about on this channel. There have been a lot of things that have transpired since I last put up a video, and I really wanted to talk, of course, about hair, but just tell you guys like what's been going on. So let's start with life updates. Y'all, I am a mama of two boys, and I had my first son in 2014, and I had my second son in 2016, and let's just stop there. Like, that has consumed my life. And I will have to do just like some separate video for anyone that is interested about motherhood, because like I can't even begin to describe what that journey is like. I moved into a new house in 2013 as well. And so I'm trying to acclimate to this, new environment. Where do I shoot a video? All that good stuff. And hair has also been really interesting. So that again is another separate update that I will give you guys. But for the most part, I have been just trying to protective style my hair. Like for the entire year of 2017, I was just trying to figure out how can I keep it up and out of my way. So today is actually an interesting day because I finally took out my protective style and I blow dried it. So I've just been wearing it half up, half down, this little top knot at the top, and it's just down in the back. But it's been interesting. I realize now how much effort I put into my hair, and I just do not have that type of time. I just don't know like how to get my time together. But of course, I will share like the products I've been using, what's been working for me. And I'll be honest, I've become like very, very minimalistic. I'm just like, what at a minimum do I need to maintain this stuff? So hair is always gonna be a thing for me. That's how I started this channel. And if you follow me on Instagram, maybe a couple months ago, I put like a little clip or a picture of my old YouTube videos, and I was just like, oh, thinking about dusting off my channel. What do you guys want to know about? So some of you that follow me on Instagram were kind enough to put some comments, and everybody's like, where have you been? What you been doing? So if you follow me on Instagram, you saw pictures of my boys, or just every now and then I'll post something. But a major part of why I wanted to come back on the channel and just, again, talk about hair, but talk about life, because this year especially, I have just gone through a really major transition as far as my career. Career has always been this big kind of question mark thing for me. And not until recently, actually this year, did I really start questioning and asking myself, okay, what do I really want to do with my life? What am I doing here? And I've had, various positions. I've been in a couple different industries, but I started really asking myself, what do I like? Having these boys, having my children, like really made me think, what am I doing? When I come out of the house every single day, how am I really making a difference? And it started to weigh on me. And I think it's been something that I've been always mindful of, or been dealing with like in the back of my mind. But this year I was just bound and determined to figure it out. And I just was never really satisfied in my, the different positions that I've held, but I couldn't really tell you what I wanted to do. And really, I wanted to share this just briefly with you and tell you guys, like, this is the life update. This is really what I've been doing between family and career, just trying to figure out what I'm doing with my life. And through a series of events, I came across a particular website, and something that day when I was looking on the website just clicked for me. And it was two women who were actually coaching people around career and life. And everything on the website was just so fascinating to me. And they were saying things that I thought about in my head, but no one had ever like said out loud. So I'm literally like on the computer, like leaning in, like people really talk about this. Like people really want to enjoy their careers. Like they want to create their own day and not have a company or corporation or some other entity like decide when they work and when they come and go. And there was this idea of freedom and choice that they were talking about that I had never been introduced to. Like people just did not talk about things like this, and I was so fascinated. So I immediately went to like their About Us section, and I'm like, I have to know, like, how did they get into this? And I found the program that they had got formally trained in. And so I researched and I found this professional coach training program. It has been like the best thing ever since. So through this professional certified coaching program, I've really found what I love to do, and that is to help women find their dream job so that they can fully enjoy their lives. And it's something that I'm super passionate about. It's something that I struggle with myself. And so I know that once I figured it out, it was so relieving. And it was also refreshing to think that I can actually create the narrative versus just kind of accepting the status quo of how things are. And some of the pain points that I experienced were, just getting up day in and day out and going through the same routine over and over again, and really thinking like there's got to be more than this. It just has to be more than this. Now I'm really thinking, okay, now I get to build the life and the career that I want to. And even in the hustle and bustle of, getting up in the morning and getting dressed, now I glance in the mirror before I leave the house and I think I'm no longer just going to work, but I'm really going to make a difference. Right now, as I'm starting to build my business, I'm offering a Dream Job Jumpstart session. And what that is basically a combination of the things that I went through in order to actually activate my dream job and execute it and live it out. It is an hour session that we would go through together. You'd be working with me one-on-one. And the first thing we would do is do a values assessment. And the reason why values are so important is because values are part of the things that are just personal, innate things within us that we use to make decisions. And I was realizing that I had these core values, but I wasn't activating them in my career or in my work day to day. And so if you have strong values, but what you're doing with your career, if it doesn't line up, more than likely you're feeling a disconnect. And so that's one of the first things I did. I was like, okay, well, what do I value? What do I really like? And that's important because sometimes we walk around and we just do things out of habit, but we don't really analyze what we really like, what's going on, what do we value. So you would actually receive a 6-page debrief on your values, what that tells you about yourself, what potential career options would be great for you if you're not exactly sure, or if you might be sure but you need some confirmation. And then in the session, I would also share 4 concrete tips for you that you can start doing today that will help you catapult or jumpstart into your next career move that would help you to really fully enjoy your life. If you are literally a woman in that space and you're saying, I do not feel satisfied in my career, I'm not fulfilled, and I want to make that change, now is a great time, because 2018 can be absolutely your year where you find that dream job. And I would love to help you with that because it is completely possible. So everything that I talked about is down in the description box. I'm actually offering just 10 sessions to the first 10 people that reach out. This is something that I would normally charge $100 for, but it is on special right now for $50. And again, I'm only offering 10 slots so I can make sure I give you, you know, the one-on-one attention. And if you'd like to continue working with me, we can talk about those options as well. So again, I'm super excited to be back on YouTube. I've missed you guys. Thank you for my subscribers that have just hung in. You might peek on my channel every now and then to see if I posted anything, and I haven't. But I'm so glad that you guys are still here. Welcome to anybody that has subscribed since I've been gone and you just found my videos helpful. I will be doing natural hair stuff, but I do want to incorporate more of the coaching and the life stuff so you guys can know what's going on with me. So I can't wait to work with some of you one-on-one. If you have questions, my email address is also listed in the description box. So feel free to reach out to me, and more to come. See you later.